Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna go over every single optimization that I made to my PC for gaming. So the first one I'm gonna do is turning off Bluetooth. It's actually here, and then you just make sure that this is off. So this is on, and now it's off. Really easy, no Bluetooth. And then second thing I did was that I use a static wallpaper, no wallpaper engine. So this one really is optional, but if you really want the best performance, I'll stick to a static wallpaper. So if you can see here, it's just a standard wallpaper of waves. The third thing I did was that I went to Windows performance settings, adjust the appearance and performance of Windows. Go here and then you go to visual effects. This is right now optimized, but default it's like this. It's like everything's enabled, and then you just go to adjust performance, and then you move edges of screen fonts, and then you turn on, and it just makes it everything is more smooth. And okay, that's done. And then this is from Optimum Tech. It's it doesn't really improve your performance in any way. It's only just for your color settings and make sure your colors pop more. So that's why I like it. So you go to adjust desktop color settings and you click on the monitor you want. So I just do digital vibrance plus 69%, and I do the same thing on the other one. This doesn't really improve your performance anyway, but it just helps your colors pop more on your monitor. That's why I like it, but this really is optional if you like it, if you want to do or not. And then the fifth one is check your startup apps. So on Task Manager, I have for startup apps, I only have the essentials. You can see that like Slack and Discord and everything else that's not really essential, that I don't use on a daily basis, I have it all disabled. Some people have everything enabled and then they wonder why their PC runs so slow and shit. And then for the system tray, I only have the essentials enabled. So that's it for the easy section. Okay, so for the medium difficulty, so you're gonna go to the NVIDIA app. If you have NVIDIA, you can probably do this in AMD as well. So you go NVIDIA app, and then you go to graphics. No, you go system, performance, and then you can see I already have automatic tuning. So this is just automatic. This is automatically overclocks your GPU. This should be pretty safe because this is from NVIDIA and they wouldn't want to fuck up your GPU. So you just so by default it's off, and then you're gonna want to turn this on, and then it's gonna go do your, and it's gonna do it. It's gonna maybe take like 30 minutes or so, and it's gonna find the best GPU tuning for you, and then it's gonna make your GPU run better. And then so the second one is the Talon Windows debloat. This one is pretty popular. Like the YouTube video of this blew up. In order to get to it, you can search up Talon at Windows and you go to the GitHub section, and then over here you go to the actual website debloat.win, and then I already have it open here, and then save time, money, and privacy in 2 clicks. And then you can see how like Windows, everyone already knows that Windows is bloated to shit, so you need this. And then you just need to download it, and then you just run it. As a disclaimer, you do need to use this on a freshly installed Windows system. I did run it, even though my Windows system wasn't freshly installed. I did run it, and nothing seemed to break. Best safety practice: make sure you run it on a freshly installed. I want to recommend you run it on a system that you've been running for like 2 years already. So if you just freshly install Windows and you want to debloat everything really fast, and this is the best app for that. Not really an optimization, but for housekeeping. If you're on a SSD, make sure weekly optimization was on. I had it off like an idiot, so this is how you get to that. Defragment and optimize drives, and then you make sure that schedule optimization. And then so since I have everything SSD, I'm not sure about hard drives, but just make sure that if you have everything SSD, make sure schedule optimization is on. And then the fourth thing is to use the Khrovie power plan guy. He's a really popular YouTuber. So this guy ran input benchmarks about power plants, and he found that Khrovie power plan was the best one. So in order to get it, you go to best power plan from Khrovie Tech, and then you download his power plans link. In order to do it, you get this and you press download, and then it's a zip folder, and you have to unzip it. And then so it's gonna be here like this, and then okay, so I'm just gonna delete Khrovie's power plan just for this example. So right now your thing should be on balance, maybe, or any of these options. And then you go to open a Windows terminal, and then you copy this command right here, and then you go to the folder that you want the power plant from. So you press copy and then import here, and then it should be there. Never mind. And then you replace whatever is in the in the quotations. You replace it with the actual power plan. Okay, you click copy as path, and then you go in there, and then you copy and paste this whole thing right here, and then now Khrovie power plant should be here, and then now you exit out of this just to double check if it's there. Okay, now Khrovie's power plant. Okay, so that's how you get the Khrovie's power plant. Now next, this one is not really to make your PC run better, but it's to get your 1% loads really better. So I got this from Lecctron. You can watch his YouTube video on it, but download MSI Afterburner. I already have it installed, so then once you finish installing everything on that, you don't really need MSI Afterburner. The reason why everyone tells you to install MSI Afterburner is because when you install MSI Afterburner, it's gonna tell you, do you want to install RTSS while you're installing it, and then you have to select yes, and then you get the app called RTSS. And then once you have RTSS installed on your computer, you're gonna open it from the taskbar, and then you're gonna enter this section, the frame rate limit. You're gonna enter in your monitor's refresh rate. So normally it's gonna be at 0, right? And then you're gonna want to enter your monitor's refresh rate. Mine's at 185. So you press that for me. If you have a 240 hertz, you put 240. And then the reason why you don't use the in-game monitor, you don't use the in-game frame rate cap, is because you get better 1% loads using RTSS. Oh yeah, make sure when you have RTSS open, make sure when you open it and stuff, make sure you exit out of it using the minus button, whatever this one, not the X button, this one, so it actually stays open in the taskbar. If you exit out of it like this, it just closes the app and it's not gonna work. And then make sure you start with Windows. The hard difficulty is not really that hard. This is the control panel tweaks. So I'm gonna show you my NVIDIA control panel, manage 3D settings. So this is my settings. I'm just gonna scroll down. So I got this from Khrovie Tech. I think the only thing I changed was that I have dreaded optimization on auto and stuff. If your game uses it, then it's gonna be good. So it's just like that, it's fine. And then just everything off like this. And then I'm not really sure about what any of these options mean, but I just copied it from Khrovie Tech. Also make sure this is on, not auto. It's actually better on rather than ultra, I mean. So it's better like that. And yeah, that's it. If you want the explanations, go to Khrovie's Tech video, but this is my settings for control panel. That gets me the most FPS. Okay, next is NVIDIA Inspector. In order to get to that, you can go to NVIDIA Inspector. You search it up. I think actually download it, go to releases, and then actually download the zip folder of it, open it, and then you actually extract it, and then you have to open it. Okay, so in section 8 extra, and then when it says max pending offers, just go to this, and you want this to be 20, so you put a 20 here. Okay, so I'm recording this because I fucked up, but you can see here, put 80 on both. You see, so this is my default. It's gonna have like scientific written here. You're going to delete that, and then you're gonna put 80 on both like this, and that's it. And then the third one is to enable full screen optimization. So Khrovie Tech actually did make a video on it, and he said that if you want better 1% lows, you want enable full screen optimization on. So in order to do that, what I did was that make sure that in settings you go gaming, game mode graphics. Make sure the optimizations for Windows games are on, and then you can go to files, go to where Fortnite is. Make sure that disable full screen optimization is not checked. Make sure it's not checked like this. The Khrovie Tech network script, you go to based on this test that he provided, my results was a D. So this is pretty shitty. So I'm gonna run his script and see if it worked or not. Oh yeah, you go to his GitHub right here. Okay, so you just download like this, resources 2, save it, open it. You have to extract it. Once you extract it, and then you can do it one by one or all, and this can revert your network thing. So I'm gonna click all. Okay, so you should run it as a generator, and then now it should work like that. And then now let's see if it worked or not. So my first thing was D, so let's test it again to see if it worked. And then it went from D to A, which is surprisingly crazy. And then the last thing is resize bar and BIOS. So it helps in some games, but I don't know if it will do good in Fortnite or not, but this is how you get to it. So you just, I can, I'll just show you. Alright, in order to do this, I already have it done in my system, but I'm really too lazy to show you how to actually do it. But it's really easy. You just search up whatever motherboard you have. I have the ASRock B500M. So you just go to YouTube. You can just go to YouTube, search up your motherboard, and then you go to YouTube and you just search up how to resize bar, and then it tells you how to do it right here. And I already have it done. In order to check it if it worked or not, you go to maybe the control panel, and then once you have it turn on, you go to system information right here, system information, and then resizable bar over here should be yes. So that's how you know it works. But that's it for this video. I have a Patreon if you want to support me even more, and you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna start posting a lot more on there, and make sure you subscribe. I want to get a 5070 or just upgrade my GPU in general when I hit 500 subscribers. If this video helped you at all, make sure you leave a like, please, and comment. It really helps a lot. And just subscribe. You can always unsubscribe at any time, and it's free. Thanks a lot for watching. See ya.